Let me just pull up as we're waiting. All right, so if anybody's watching, I think we're trying to get pulled up here. So bear with us for a second. All right, that should do it. Right? All right, you ready?
Are we?
I think we're live. I think
Hello,
we're
everybody.
gonna do it.
Well, thank you for joining us once again. And tonight we're going to be talking about Rejuveniqe.
Which is a departure from what we said we were going to do. We said we were going to do the Magnify system?
Yeah, we did, but it was we had just spoken about the volume system, and the Magnify is kind of similar, but not really. So we decided to go a little bit towards the other side of the spectrum and do something completely different. So we decided to go with the Rejuveniqe oil, which is pretty much the go-to product for Monat.
All right, sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. So we thought we were going to get really fancy, and we bought this webcam. And apparently, technology is too much for the two of us. But you know, just bear with us. We're working through it, and hopefully, we'll have everything sorted out, and you guys will get the message that you want. So, as Dimitri was saying, we are going to talk about Rejuveniqe oil. This is probably my favorite all-purpose, multitask product that Monat has. What do you think?
Absolutely. In fact, every product that Monat has is infused with Rejuveniqe, and this is what actually makes everything work, as far as the product lines go, for the most part.
I'll get to some of that. Yeah, it does. It actually is where we kind of start and finish every single thing that we do with Monat. We, use it in there's this document, in fact, called 101 Uses of Rejuveniqe, and truly that is probably not a lie. It's an underestimate. There's probably a million uses for Rejuveniqe, and I am intent on discovering them all. This is the beautiful, oh, sorry, it's a little bit of a glare. Anyway, this is what the bottle looks like, and it is my favorite thing, as I said, and I never leave this anywhere. So it's a little dropper, and then you open it, and literally 1, 2 drops. That's it. And then it goes back in the safe where I keep it from my kids and my husband.
If you mean safe being your bag.
Well, that is
she takes it everywhere with her, if not two sometimes.
Well, that's true. You know what? Take a spare. So anyway, let me move on to a couple of things, and then Dimitri's going to talk about a couple of things, and we're going to tell you why this is so amazing. This is a blend of 11 active botanical oils, more than 11, but they come from all over the world. So they come from all the continents. I'm going to give you a very quick rundown of what they are, and then just an overview of what they do, so you can kind of get an idea of why this is so special. The number one ingredient that kind of makes everybody go crazy is this, and good Lord, I'm going to probably butcher some of these words, but the Abyssinian oil, and that comes from the Mediterranean region. It is from the mustard plant, and is the one that is so highly resistant to oxidative stress. And that's going to be important in some of the problems that it's going to fight when I get to those 101 uses. It's very easily absorbed into the tissues, and that makes it so it's not a greasy feel, because a lot of times you'll have an oil and you're like, God, that feels like an oil. It's horrible. It just sits on your skin, and that is not the case with this. This is just, it's like, sinks right in. I don't even know. It's like a sponge, your skin, when you put it on. It's amazing.
It's not one of those kind of oils that makes your hair and your body feel like there's a film on it. It literally just gets soaked into your pores or into your hair, and it really gives you what you need and puts in what you need and nothing more. So
what you need and nothing you don't. All right, so let me just go back to see, we get off track. We start to get excited about some of this stuff, and then that's it. So the the other things that are in there from the United States, there's the meadow foam oil. China, there's the camellia oil. South America, there's the baridi oil and the tomato seed oil, and I am sure that I butchered the first one. South Africa, they have the baobab oil. Mexico, there's some sunflower seed oil. Egypt, they have this moringa oil, which is also a really nice one. Tahiti, they have this manoi oil, and from Brazil, they get the, wow, I dare you to say that one,
Pecai?
pequi oil.
I think it's Pecai.
But then again, I did write that, and my handwriting is not the best. So the point being that blended together, these oils are so much more than just what they are by their single parts. All of them have these properties that are, they fight free radicals and fight oxidative stress. Now that sounds like a lot of big words that you probably don't care about. I know that he doesn't care about what they are, but in truth, the reality is that when you get down to the cellular level, that's what causes the damage. That's what damages our DNA. That's what damages the tissue, the cells. And when you have something that's blended together that can fight that with all of these vitamins and minerals, that's important. That's a product that's really worth talking about. I never thought that I would be talking about something like this. And I want you guys to see, but you know what? It's the glare from the lamp. You know, what it, anyway, I mean, you'll get the idea. You can look at it online. But it's, you know, blended together, it's a hydrating, it's got anti-inflammatory properties, and it also exfoliates. So when we move on to what the uses are for this Rejuveniqe oil, what at the top of the list, obviously, you know, we talk about hair products, and what's the top of the list? Hair.
For yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were going to keep going.
I threw you a curveball.
Yeah, but
nope, that's
this
the end of the
is
list. See that? Nothing else to talk about. No curveball.
This is an anti-aging hair care product. So yeah, this is the most important part of treating what it's supposed to treat, and it's hair. So that is the top of the list.
So when we talk about the anti-aging properties of it, we talk about wanting to regrow hair, you know, people that are getting this thin hair and these, you know, and losing hair. So whenever we recommend a treatment system, whether it be we're giving you the classic confidence system, which is the intense hair regrowth, and the deep cleansing, or, you know, you use the let it grow, or even if you're moved on from the let it grow or the classic confidence to the volume or balance, we always say start and end with Rejuveniqe oil, because it is truly better than just using the treatment spray or the treatment line alone. So for regrowth, when you're working through that regrowth phase, you always say the pre-treatment, right?
Yeah, they recommend you put it onto your scalp for about 10-15 minutes before you shampoo. What that does is it opens up that follicle, and it allows the shampoo to go in there and do its work, and basically to exfoliate. So it's a great thing to do before you get into the shower, just to kind of prep the scalp and the hair.
Right. It's going to hydrate the scalp and protect the cuticle, which is really important, because the last thing you want is any damage there, because the cuticles, that's where...
That's basically where, you know, you want to work from the inside out, and start repairing and hydrating. Obviously, if the cuticle is wide open, it's going to be dried out, and it needs some more moisture. So what this oil does is it will give you enough oil that you need if your hair is dry, and if your hair is oily, it'll start taking some of that away. So it equalizes that porosity and that pH levels and that oil in your hair. So it does a lot of things, as well as, of course, using it as a styling product for, you know, manageability and for style and for smoothness.
Yeah, that's the next. That's the part that I love, but that's the finishing part. So the starting part, we pre-treat with it, rub it into the scalp, just a couple of drops, because this stuff is super concentrated. Then you do your shampoo, then you do the treatment spray, massage that in, done with that part, right? Then we move on to the styling, and that's, well, then if we move on from the styling, what if we were talking about color? Because I know that it does some amazing stuff that I've never seen before.
Well, this is definitely one of my go-to tools as a stylist, and well, it does protect color, and it does help it last longer. So what I like to do is, in my color formulation for my clients, adding 1 or 2 drops into that color formula enhances that color. It really brings out that pigment. And what it also does is it helps penetrate it more, and it stays longer. So, and it's just more vibrant. It really pulls out that color pigment in the hair.
It stays longer.
Yeah, it
right?
definitely stays longer.
It doesn't wash out. It locks in the color. And I know that a lot of people are saying that, they are, and I'm sorry to say this for hairdressers, but they don't need their color done as frequently because it doesn't fade.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. So there's a lot of benefits to this. Along with extending your color, it also prevents frizz, and it's a great tool to use while
Right.
when you're ready to style. Personally, I use it for different things. If the person has curly hair and they want to keep that curl, that natural curl in their hair, and keep out that frizz, what I like to do is cocktail the Rejuveniqe oil along with some of the leave-in conditioner. Put that together and run my fingers through their hair and kind of from the top, from the bottom working to the top, or from the top to the bottom while the hair is still damp, just towel dried. And let it just naturally air dry without putting any combs or brushes through it. Once it dries, it's that softest, smoothest, most natural, shiny curl that I have ever gotten before from any other products. So, also, if your hair is dry, over-processed hair, brittle hair.
Oh, there's a lot of that.
Especially, with high-lift blondes and things like that. What I also like to do is put some of the 1 or 2 drops of the oil in the mask. So when you guys are doing that once a week, twice a week mask treatment, it's a good idea to use 1 or 2 drops of the oil in it. So
yeah, and I'll tell you how I use it, because I'm kind of the everyday kind of person where I don't think that the rest of us are putting color in our hair every day, at least for your sake and the rest of the hairdresser's sake. I hope not. That takes business. But what I do is I use it. I drop it into everything. Like Dimitri's saying, I will put. I use the Moxie Mousse. I put like 2 drops into the Moxie Mousse, rub it together, and then put it through my hands. And then if I'm using the taffy, which I also love, I'll put a drop of that, mix it in, and smooth it through my hair. And then when I'm done, I'll take a drop. And just that little frizz, when my hair is dry. I use it on dry hair a lot. And my youngest daughter, Ellie, she has got this curly, frizzy kind of, more Mediterranean type hair. And I put a couple of drops in the morning with some leave-in, 1 little pump of the leave-in conditioner on dry hair. I'm telling you, it's like gold. Do that, smooth it through. She looks like $1 million.
What I've
for about an hour until she goes and plays in the dirt or whatever she does.
But I've also noticed that, a lot of oils out there are really good. I mean, I was, I liked Moroccan oil for what it did, but with this oil here, and I've tried other naturally based kind of organic type of oils. Surface was a wonderful oil, but
not as good.
I mean, once I blow the hair out with Rejuveniqe, it's almost like you see crystals on the hair. The light just shimmers off of it. Now, I don't know.
Wouldn't that be something the dance moms would love to bedazzle some hair and put some crystals in
Absolutely.
there? Shout out to you dance moms.
But also, you have to remember, dark color brings in that light, and you will always see shine in dark hair. With light colors, like in blondes and things like that, it repels the light. So it's very difficult to get shine out of a blonde.
Oh, check out Dimitri's
Some
website.
before and after pictures on my website will show you results of what this Rejuveniqe is doing for these blondes. It's incredible. The breakage is gone. There's absolutely no breakage. There are pictures of what her hair looks like before the blowout and during the blowout. You'll see the smoothed out hair just with a brush and a blow dryer, no flat iron, and that breakage just disappears, completely disappears.
It does. It seals it, so that's part of it. We should probably move on because God knows that.
Well, this is more what we're coming up with is more up your tree because this is more of the.
Oh right. So then this is the rest of what I use it on throughout the day. And let me tell you, I know I keep saying this stuff is really concentrated. This bottle, you're going to look at it and go, no way, like you can't use it on everything. This is the same bottle that I have had since I got this the very beginning of November, and I use it everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean everywhere.
I've got mine here that I use for
Told
my
you we
clients.
have them everywhere.
And this one is I've been using the same bottle, and we're talking quite a few clients a day, and it's been over 3 months.
Just kidding.
Well, thanks for the business plug there. I mean, she's amazing. So, I've had this for about 3 months, and it's still about half full.
Right. So I mean, it lasts forever.
It's very concentrated.
So the other properties of this make it so great for using on skin, and it is such an amazing moisturizer. Every single morning, I wake up and I put like a drop or two underneath my eyes. It gets rid of those circles that are dark, that puffiness. I saw this thing on Facebook that cracks me up every time, and I tell my patients about it. You get to middle age, you look in the mirror, and you go, that can't be accurate. And like within a couple of minutes, by the time I've got my makeup on and everything, the puffiness and the black circles have gone away. I put it everywhere. I use it on my cuticles, dry patches. And I don't know if anybody has seen the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding, but true story. The Greek Windex story is real. We were in Greece last summer.
Oh my God.
Ant's traveling along the path, and his uncle grabbed the Windex and sprayed him. No lie. Remember that? But this is like my Greek Windex. So when
I was wondering where you were going with that.
I know it did. I know. Stick with me. In my mind, it all made sense. But this I use on everything. People have rashes. They have eczema, psoriasis. Use this. It is shown to decrease inflammation, improve healing. Scars, stretch marks. God love us women carrying those babies and stretch marks, scars. But it promotes healing and it decreases the appearance of it. Now, as you may see, Dimitri has a tattoo or 100.
Yeah, it definitely brings out that
brings out the color. There's if you look on the internet, we haven't posted any just because we haven't focused on any of that, but it does. It improves the color and it improves healing when you're getting them. So other uses, use it on cuticles, on my nails. It's honest to God the best makeup remover I have ever used. I put it on my eyelashes every single night before I go to bed, and that makeup just like that comes right off.
What this
What does it remind you of?
Reminds me of that Red Hot, Frank's Red Hot commercial. I put that on everything.
The old lady. Pretty much. If you can think about it, you can use it.
Yeah.
So, you know what? That is kind of just a rundown of it. But, it truly is one of the most versatile products of the entire line. It is, like I said, probably my favorite. I use it 5 times a day for different things. My kids use it. They love it. And it has this amazing smell. It also, is so lightweight that you can use it on everything.
I also use it right before I go to bed, along with the.
You using my oil at night?
Well, yeah.
I am locking that up. That's confessions. This is like taxi cab confessions from back in the day.
But it helps open that follicle. So when I apply my IRT spray, my intense repair treatment, it actually penetrates into my scalp better. So you get, great results for hair growth because of it. So, and it works throughout the night while I'm sleeping. So,
all right. So here's the bottom line. You know what? You're not going to be disappointed. It's going to last you a long time. 3 to 6 months. I would say probably the average user will get 6 months or more out of a bottle because I'm probably not the average user. And now I hear that Dimitri is sneaking it and stealing it. You can find it. Where can you find it? Tell them where we can get this product.
Go to dimitriv.mymonate.com.
Maybe I ought to spell out Dimitri.
And that's DIMITRI.mymonate, MYMONAT.com.
All right. And if you guys have questions about anything, something that we didn't answer for you, certainly send us a message. We're happy to answer it. Next week, we're going to talk about something that's going to be oh no, you know what? We're going to have to do it Monday night because Tuesday I'm on call for Valentine's Day, and nobody's going to want to sit and watch this. So we'll do it Monday night at 8:30, and it's going to be a surprise what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Because we don't know, and we lied to you last week because we said magnify system. Maybe we'll talk about styling system. I don't know. You're going to have to tune in to find out. But anybody who orders a product system tonight will get a free Monat product from us. Has to be ordered in the next 24 hours. Has to be a system or a product that is equal value of a system.
Right. So
how's that sound?
We're looking at retail $99 or as a VIP $84.
And then the rest, you market partners, you're on your own.
Right. you can figure all that now. You can figure that out on your own. So.
All right. So time to go because the kids are rolling in here and are going to be on TV with us soon. So, sit down. No, you're not dancing queen. All right, everybody have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Thank you and good night.